Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome into News 10 Plus. I am Taylor Gattoni alongside Claudia Sella from Studio 10. So we're going to figure out what Studio 10 has in store for you today and maybe some fun things that people could do throughout this Father's Day weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. So first off, endless things going on this weekend in the area. I'm serious. We were looking at the list of just fun things to do. It's like 3+ pages long. There's just so much stuff to do in the area. Yes, because
So good luck getting to it all.
yes, because we have Father's Day, there's Pride events in the area, and it's also Juneteenth. And then Grand Ledge is having their Yankee Doodle Days.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's just so much going on in the area, and we do give, like, a really good little rundown of all the places that you can go. And that's all weekend. That's from starting tonight all the way through, I think, Monday. So, yeah, we have got a full rundown of everything you can have on there. And then we're also this is really cool.
Yeah, let's hear
Right
it.
down the road, there is, we're at South Lansing, so right around this area, there is a store for disc golfers. And it is very cool, and I got a chance to talk to the owners of that.
Okay.
And it is just so much fun, and they really gave me the rundown of, first off, why they started this business in the first place and why they continue the business, and it's really cool. And they're really fun, and I think it's just insightful for people who really don't know what to do outside. I think that this is a great option because it's affordable and it's just so much fun, and you don't have to be a pro.
No.
Yeah.
What, you've been disc golfing before?
Yes, and my brother is like an avid disc golfer, and he started in 2020 when, people were trying to find ways to go outside, and this is
Yeah.
a really great affordable way.
It is. Okay, so we've both disc golfed before. There's some good courses around the area.
Absolutely.
Like you were saying, Claudia, very affordable, gets you outside, and it's just like laid back. You can get your steps in, turn on some good music, bring some snacks. That's always a good idea, but
Absolutely. So-
perfect temperatures this weekend for disc golfing.
Yeah, you're right. It's not too hot, wow, this is a perfect weekend for that. So yeah, and that's the thing. You don't have to really know how to do it.
Yes.
It's like one of the few sports where you can actually teach yourself. Obviously there are techniques and there are professionals out there, but I
They're
think
so good.
it's like scary. It looks fake when they throw. I'm like, this is rigged.
That can't be real.
Yeah, that's not real. But I think that it's something that is everyone can participate in, so we're excited to share that story. And then, of course, we have our Lansing Changemakers, which is honoring people who are really responsible behind the Juneteenth celebrations here in Lansing. So we've got a really great show. It's going to be a really great time and a perfect way to kick off your weekend.
Oh, yes. Now, I know you have a lot of Juneteenth stuff coming up. Something else I want to mention is the Unity in Our Community special happening Juneteenth, which is that Monday, and then also Tuesday, we're airing that special as well here on News 10. I believe 5:30 and 4:30 those days. So you'll have to make sure you tune in and see what our News 10 team, they really worked hard to put this together.
Yeah,
They were talking about for weeks.
Yes, and Arashelle, she's in it, and she did such a great job. She's really proud of her work, so I'm excited to see it. But one more thing, it is Father's Day, and we have our dedication.
Oh, yeah.
So we are honoring dads who are really dedicated, and we still have that going on. So people can, of course, I think today is the last day, but I think it's been kind of cool to see why people have, like, honored their dads. I love that. So, of course, we're always looking for people to respond to our answers online. We ask a question every single day. Sometimes they're more serious. Sometimes they're really fun. Today's a fun one. So,
Yesterday, you all answered, this was when you answered the question. It was, if you could be immortal for a day, what would you do? And there were some very creative, risky answers. Risky as in, of course, that's what you would do if you could be immortal. Like, you would risk anything, right?
Yes, and oh yeah, some of them are really fun. And then we asked on Flag Day, what's your favorite flag? We should have said, what's your favorite state flag? Because everyone was just like, USA, which...
That's a given.
That's a given. That's my favorite too. But it's, I think if you participate, it's always fun to interact. So you should definitely go check out our Facebook page where we ask those questions. Other than that, we will see everyone at 3 p.m. today.
All right, thank you, Claudia. And Claudia was mentioning there's a few things you can do if you want to answer their fun questions. All you have to do is stay connected with Studio 10. You can do that by going to their website at wilx.com/Studio10, and then you also see their Instagram and email listed there below as well. So feel free to stay connected with Studio 10 through any of those options. Also, if you happen to miss Studio 10 at any point, they air at 3 o'clock every single day, Monday through Friday. And if you're unable to see any of their show, you can always go to their YouTube page, and they post all of those great pieces of content that they're working on. Claudia mentioned the disc golfing, so you can actually go on to Studio 10 at WILX Studio 10, hit that subscribe button, and you can always stay up to date with all of the great things that they're showing. Again, if you missed that whole disc golfing segment, well, hey, all you have to do is go on their YouTube and you can check it out. That's what I'll be doing because I'll be busy working during 3 o'clock. Anyways, what we have coming up during our later newscast today, starting with First at 4. Here we go, pulling that up for you. We were mentioning Father's Day coming up this Sunday, June 18th. Do not forget it. Celebrating fathers everywhere. So we're bringing in Samaritas, which is in the area, and so they have foster care. And so I was speaking to them over the phone on the importance of needing foster parents for the foster children, but also the importance of a father in a child's life. And we also talk about the importance of a child in a father's life. So a little relationship right there, and seeing how both can really benefit one another. So that'll be really great. That's coming up on Mid-Michigan Matters today during First at 4. The News 10 at 5, you can meet Potter Park Zoo's new baby lemur. So we have a News 10 crew out at Potter Park Zoo in Lansing, and let me tell you, a lemur family is called a conspiracy. All right, so you can I don't know, that was just my little fun fact right there. But anyways, if you want to see the new baby lemur, you can tune in News 10 at 5. News 10 at 5:30, the city of Jackson has their newest canine. So you can actually hear from the department's first female canine officer, as well as meet their new canine. I won't tell you the name yet, but let me tell you, super cute. We also have coming up at 5:30, wild video from West Michigan of a police chase that seriously injured 2 Michigan State troopers along with 2 people who were in the stolen vehicle that was fleeing. That's also coming up, News 10 at 5:30. Then News 10 at 6, Michigan State University Board of Trustees held their June meeting in Grand Rapids today, and we were there to bring you the very latest. So make sure you're tuning in to First at 4 and also during our 90 minutes of news. But right now I do want to turn it to the reporters out in the field, and then after that we will check in with Colton Cichoracki.
Thanks, Taylor. A recent report coming out of the Sparrow Hospital Medical Examiner's Office says that organ donations are on the rise and homicides have been kept low in several counties, including Eaton and Ingham. I'll tell you a little bit more about this report and what it means for us coming up at News 10 at 5. Tanaya, tell us what you're working on.
Thanks, Riley. It's Father's Day weekend, and today on News 10 at 5:30, I'll be highlighting dads that are making an impact in their families. Justin?
Thanks, Tanaya. I'm out here at Timber Trace Golf Course, where they've been forced to close due to the hailstorm they had last night. I'll have more on that story coming up for you later on tonight. Now let's check in with Aaron.
Thanks, Justin. I'm Aaron Bowling, and I'm in Jackson today for the grand opening of this human milk bank. Henry Ford Health is opening the bank to provide safe, pasteurized human milk for parents who can't produce it. This is only the second human milk bank in the state of Michigan, so I'm headed inside to see how it all works. All of that story on News 10 at 6. Amaya, what are you working on today?
Thanks, Aaron. Today I'm at Okemos High School, where a club of students are creating a solar-powered race car. I'll have more on that story starting tonight at 6 o'clock. Taylor, back to you at the desk.
All right, you guys. Riley, Tanaya, Justin, Aaron, and Amaya, thank you so much for sharing what you have coming up during our 90 minutes of news. You guys are all over the place today. Looks like a lot of fun. Anyways, it is a Friday, a little cloudy outside, and so we are going to be checking in with Colton Cichoracki to see what the Father's Day weekend and Juneteenth coming up on Monday, what that's forecasting to look like. So we're going to send it over to Colton with the latest weather.
Well, Taylor, we decided to take things into the studio and do a quick weather update here because what we are seeing is another dry day across mid-Michigan, and that's not good news. We've been talking about over and over and over again about how we need the rain around mid-Michigan, and earlier today I did the math and it found that since May 1st, we are more than 4 inches below normal with our rainfall in Lansing, just over 3.5 in Jackson. Look at Grand Rapids, almost 5 inches, so it is not that surprising that in the latest drought monitor that came out yesterday, we did see the moderate drought drought conditions kind of expand around the area, and we're going to likely see this continue too because we just do not have any rain in the forecast. We're dry moving forward through the weekend and even into next week. And even if I were to extend this graphic out a few more days, we wouldn't see any rain. It may not be until late next weekend that we see our next opportunity at seeing some rainfall. That is just not good news for our farmers and anyone that's looking for some rain. It looks like we're going to stay largely dry over the next 7 days. Now for today, we have been dealing with some clouds, but as we move later and later throughout the day, we'll likely see these clouds break up and we should see at least a little bit of some sunshine. But what I will say is that we do have some wildfire smoke that's overhead once again, so it is going to kind of look hazy as we head throughout the rest of the evening hours. Then into tonight, the skies should clear out completely, and then through the day tomorrow, expecting a sunny day to begin the weekend. That's going to allow our temperatures to warm up into the upper 70s, and I do expect probably some lower 80s out there as well. So tonight, if you're heading to the Lugnuts game, we'll have temperatures that'll be in the 70s, lots of sunshine out there, so it is going to be a very pleasant evening at Jackson Field. Also, I believe post-game fireworks are going on, so it should be pretty nice for that as well. Now looking at the weekend forecast, here it is, 81 degrees for tomorrow. Father's Day on Sunday, we have temperatures that'll be in the middle 80s, and it is going to be a warm day. So any plans with dad outside, you need to stay hydrated, pack the water with you. If you're doing any grilling, remember the dry weather has been in place and it continues to be in place, so that fire danger is still very high. So be extremely careful with any of that. Here's a closer look with, I think this is a fun graphic for Father's Day, as it is going to be a warm day, like I mentioned, with those temperatures that'll be in the middle 80s, and we should see plenty of sunshine as well. But the heat continues all next week. Look at this. We have highs getting into the upper 80s by Juneteenth, which is on Monday. Any events will be dry with sunshine and highs in the upper 80s, and then we'll stay with those upper 80s all week long. And I can tell you over the next 10 days, we have virtually no chance for rain, except for maybe not this Sunday, but next Sunday, we may see an isolated shower or a thunderstorm across mid-Michigan.
All right, thank you, Colton, for sharing what's coming up. And yeah, if you saw what Colton was forecasting on the 10-day temperature trend, oh boy, we are climbing into the high 80s all of next week. So I know that we had a viewer actually comment. Again, you can make live comments during this live stream and we can let you know some of those answers right back to you live. So Ernie Delgado says it seems that there were thunderstorms around and past Lansing yesterday. Lansing needs rain. I completely agree with you, Ernie, especially since we are warming up greatly into the high 80s, 88 basically all next week. Sunny skies. I know today a little bit cloudy. And Colton was also forecasting this Father's Day to be 86 degrees and sunny. So it's looking nice to be outside, although it's very hot, so make sure you're staying hydrated. You're wearing your sunscreen, you're wearing those sunglasses. You're taking time to cool off indoors, or even if you're outside, take some time under the shade, right? That sun, we love it, but also it can be harmful. And I will say for a lot of the farmers, gardeners, people landscaping outside, you really do need that rain, right? Because hey, it's got to stay hydrated somehow and able to grow. We've seen a lot of that dry grass outside. I'll show you Michigan State's campus right now. You're still seeing how brown that grass is out on campus. But hey, hopefully we will get that rain. I'm not sure when. Again, Colton was tracking those very warm, dry temperatures all of next week. So I completely agree with you, Ernie. We do need that rain. I'm sure many other people are also saying, hey, we're in desperate need. I think Colton was saying we're 4 inches behind on rainfall right now. So you can see how significantly yes, that we need that rain. Anyway, make sure that you are slowing down this weekend for Father's Day, right? You want to enjoy this weekend. Also, Juneteenth, again, happening this upcoming Monday. We have our Unity and our Community Special airing both Monday and Tuesday. So if you miss one of the days, you can catch up on another one. But if you also want to catch up with any of the changing weather updates, I know pretty standard next week, all high 80s and sunny. But you can always, there we go, stay up to date with the First Alert Weather app. And you can set your location, even if you're not in our area, if you're not in the Lansing, Jackson, Holt, DeWitt, any of those areas. If you're traveling up north, you can set your location and the First Alert Weather app will follow you and give you accurate notifications, temperatures, what you can expect up in the skies, whether it's cloudy or sunny. And the best part, it is free off of the Apple App Store and off of Google Play. All you have to do is type in WILX weather, and our First Alert weather team always makes sure they're updating it. Every single morning I wake up, every single time I go to bed to figure out what I'm going to wear the next day, I look at the First Alert weather app. I know a lot of us do. In fact, we've deleted our other weather apps because why have it? Anyways, have a great rest of your Friday, and thank you for watching.